Hey Body Geeks, welcome back to the Daily 15, a 30-day challenge to do at least 15 minutes of Pilates mat work a day for 30 days to develop a more consistent exercise routine. In today's workout, we're going to add on the exercise called the side bend. So you're going to see some preparatory exercises as we get closer to that exercise that don't belong in the traditional Pilates mat work. Let's start with the 100 as usual. Swing your legs around to the front corner of your mat and reach your arms forward. You're just going to roll down one bone at a time and then roll yourself over to one side to press yourself up. We're going to try this several times together. And you can do it with straight legs or with bent knees. And the whole goal is just to reach yourself into this little massage on the mat. And if you feel like that there are any points that don't connect, consider bending your knees more. I'm trying to do mine on one full exhale. And have the goal of reaching my upper body to the back of the mat. So kind of fun, just finding your way down on the mat without being too precious about where all the parts go. This time you're going to stay all the way down there, bend your knees, and then reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Pressing your feet firmly into the mat, but without changing the lift of your bottom. Lift your upper body and reach toward your feet. Begin pumping on an exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One leg tabletop. Exhale. Inhale. Other joins. Inhale. First leg down. Inhale. Second leg down. Inhale. Both legs up. Exhale. Inhale. Two legs straight. Exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, exhale. Inhale, one leg down, exhale. Inhale, second leg down, exhale. Inhale, take a pause, grab the backs of your legs, deep breath in. Exhale, pull yourself a little bit higher by reaching your upper half a little longer, and then lower your upper body. Slide one leg out away from you and then the other. Today we're going to put our heels together, let our knees fall apart, and let the toes be slightly lifted. Keep this bent knee arrangement in your legs and reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Turn the eyes of your elbows toward each other, eyes of the elbows toward each other, and then extend your fingers long so that they look like they're part of the line of your arm. Keep your arm in the socket, and on your exhale, lift your upper body. Inhale and pause. On your exhale, reach forward with the top of your head to come up, and then go right back down. Inhale, little pause, and exhale. Once again, eyes of elbows turn toward each other, fingers long, arms in the sockets. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your upper body. On your inhale, get longer. On your exhale, reach the crown of your head up and forward to come up. Keep squeezing the heels together. Inhale to go halfway back. Exhale to finish. Inhale. Exhale, lift your upper body. Another inhale to get longer. Exhale, scoop your tummy underneath your ribs to lift you up. Keep squeezing your heels together. Inhale to go halfway down. Exhale to finish. Bring your arms down by your sides and bend your knees. Bend both of your elbows so that your elbows are right by your sides and your fingertips are pointing up. And then open your chest so that it feels like your collarbones are trying to reach wider than the width of your body. Keep reaching the collarbones wide and press your arms down into the mat. And then rebend your elbows. Wide and bend. So while you're pressing your arms down into the mat, it's more of the feeling that you want to imprint the shape of your whole arm in the mat and not just one part of the arm or the hand. Continuing to bend and straighten. Prioritizing this idea of width, like your 1980s shoulder pads were being pulled out away from you. Rhythm Nation comes to mind. And then one more time to press the arms. Keep the arms pressing, but the collarbones and the shoulder pads widening. And send one leg out and the other leg up. Put them right back down where they came from. Maintain this arm imprint. Reach the other leg forward and the other leg up. Bring them right back to where they came from. Keep switching back and forth, putting pressure in your bottom leg, just as much as you are imprinting your arms and widening your collarbones, so that your body doesn't get pulled around by this change of your legs back and forth. This time, leave one leg out and one leg up. Take this top leg and reach it across your body and let this hip lift without changing your arm imprint. Bring it back. Take this leg out to the side as far as you can, again, without changing the arm imprint, and bring it back. Switch legs and try the other side. The leg squeezes over. It lifts the hip and twists your lower half, but the upper body stays imprinted and reaching. You come back to the center. The leg goes out to the side without moving the hips, and then it comes back, and we do the double switch again. Let's go. Inhale to cross. Exhale away. Inhale center. Exhale to switch. Inhale to reach. Exhale to widen. Inhale to center. Exhale to switch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So using the breath to pick up our pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just a little preparatory exercise to get ready for the circles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Circle the leg. 5, 4. Size of the circle doesn't matter. You can even have a bent knee if you'd like. Reverse. 5, 4. Working on this upper body anchor. And after you've done your 5, switch the legs again like before and begin. 5, 4. Imprinting all the fingerprints, the palm, the wrist. Reverse. Still widening the collarbones wider than the frame of your body, maybe even outside of your peripheral vision. On the 5th circle, bring both knees into your chest and rock yourself up to seated. Bring the heels together, the toes stay slightly apart, then reach around and grab somewhere on your shin. Walk your feet back until you feel like you're on a balance point above your pokey tailbone, and then find that same widening of your shoulder pads. Keep the widening of the shoulder pads, but squeeze in with your arms and resist with your legs. Then keep that whole frame of support and pick up your heels and slide your toes off the floor. Keep a hold of your shins wherever you can grab. Underneath the legs is a little easier. Closer to the ankles with your pinky finger at your ankle, a little bit more challenging. Keep the frame of the collarbones and the push of the arms and the legs, and go into your rolling back. You can do that on an exhale going back or on an inhale, but we're working on keeping this frame today. Couple more times, equal pressure, legs and arms, wide reaching collarbones. And then bring the feet back together, put them down, and then just like we started class, roll down onto your mat. Pull one knee into your chest, send the other leg out long. Stomach series with the head down today. Inhale, switch, exhale, inhale. So think back to the pressing down and the imprinting of the arms into the mat like before, and use that feeling to help draw the leg that you're grabbing in toward your body. At the same time, the other leg is reaching away from you, and let's do 2 more sets. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knees into your chest, squeeze your legs together, and then press your arms down into the mat. Bend and straighten your elbows a couple more times, trying for that same idea of wide shoulder pads and pressing the whole arm down. Then inhale and reach your arms over your head. Circle your arms around, exhale, and grab your shins and pull. This could be your exercise today, or if you'd like to extend your legs up toward the ceiling on the inhale and exhale, keep the legs squeezing together, exhale, the eyes of the elbows and the fingers facing one another and reaching up. Last 2, inhale, exhale, a little harder with the legs further away from you, and then grab the back of one leg. Extend the other leg forward, and with that same feeling of imprinting the arms, pull the leg closer with your wide collarbones. Exhale for 2 legs. Inhale for 2 legs. Depending on your flexibility, you might be able to slide your hand a little higher up your calf, but still focus on pulling from the widening of this area up here. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 1 more set. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Hold on to one leg, either at the thigh or the calf. Place the other leg down on the mat, straight or bent. Using that same widening chest action, on your exhale, lift your upper body. On your inhale, put it right back down. Same idea. Exhale, pull with the arms and widen the chest. And back down. Last time, pull with the arms, widen the chest. And back down. Switch your legs. You can even have one leg hovering off the mat if you'd like a little more challenge. Exhale, lift by deepening your tummy and widening your chest to pull. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower down. 1 more time. Exhale to lift. And inhale, lower. Bring the knees into the chest and take your feet down to the floor. Place your arms down by your sides. Same idea, widening the collarbone and imprinting the arms. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, roll up into a bridge. Tail, low back, middle back, upper back. And then back down again, upper back, middle back, lower back, tail. Deep breath in, upper back stays grounded on the mat while the tail reaches away from the back of your neck. Let's do 3 more bridges. Up on the inhale, down on the exhale. And if you don't feel like you have enough air on the way up, sip the air in a little slower. Maintain the imprint of your arms and the widening of your collarbones as you come back down. I think this is a really hard concept to understand, how to round the upper back without including the arms with you. And this is going to be important in your side bend. Let's do 1 more. Rock yourself up to seated and come onto all fours with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Good place to look at the eyes of the elbows again. So turn them away from each other and then toward each other again. Try this a few times. Keep spreading your palms on the mat. And notice what happens to the hand as you rotate the arm on the wrist. Attempt to keep even this part of the hand connected to the mat, and do 1 more time, ending with the eyes of the elbows facing each other. Keep that arrangement and let your chest fall down through your 2 arms like a hammock between 2 trees. Then push the floor away so that it feels like this upper part of your back is rounding like a hill. Then go back to the hammock and go back to the hill. And notice if going back and forth between those two positions is causing rotation at the arm, and see if you can keep it the same even as the chest moves through the hands. Let's go exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale. Make it a circle. Hands stay connected to the mat, but the scapula move around on the ribs. Keep an eye on the eyes of your elbows facing each other, and notice if one hand or arm is having a harder time with this motion. Reverse the circle. And if your wrists are getting tired, you could always come down onto your forearms. Tired wrists and pain in the heel of your hand is an indicator that the rest of your hand needs to push a little bit more into the floor. Do one more circle, and then find somewhere between the hammock and the hill and rest your arms there. Step one foot back into a plank. The second leg is going to join. First leg comes down, and the second leg down. At your own pace, go back and forth. First leg, first knee, second knee. And then let's switch which foot goes first. So not easy to step into a plank or even keep your arms in the same place as you go back. We're trying to teach our shoulder something about where it wants to be so that when we get into the side bend, it makes a little bit more sense. One more time on that second foot. And then with your knees on the ground, press back into child's pose and push the fingers into the floor to lift the wrist. Going for some push-ups. The pointy part of the elbow is going to reach toward the foot of the mat. On your inhale, go down, and on your exhale, come back up. Let's go for 8 of these. You could always go to 1 foot back to make it a little bit more challenging, switching feet in between each one. Or if you'd like, you can go to the full plank position, work on your 2-way stretch, and only bend your elbows as much as you can and not lose your length. Let's do 2 more. And then come onto your side for a little bit of side kick. So the body's going to go to the back of the mat, the feet are going to go to the front, and to assist us with this long side that we're about to get in the side bend, reach both arms over your head and help it lift your trunk away from your lower half. Then extend the bottom leg and reach it long like someone else is pulling it that direction. That should feel a little bit like it's lifting the bottom side of your waist. Then swing that leg forward on an exhale and back on an inhale. Exhale, inhale. Keep this leg pulling away from you even though it's going forward and back. Keep the arms reaching to assist the rib cage lifting. And I don't just mean the front, I mean the back as well. So 360 degrees of the cage lifting up off your pelvis. Make this your last time. And then bring the legs together, lift the body so you can place your head in your hand, then grab this top ankle and see if you can place the foot on the floor. Once it's there, lift and lower that knee a few times to get any kind of a stretch back here in the back of the hip. You may also feel this stretch in your groin here. Then once you've done a couple of those lifts, lift your upper body like you're still reaching your 2 hands over your head, and then lift this bottom leg and lower, and lift and lower. Keep pressing this knee wide so that you can use this foot on the floor to help you lengthen your upper body. Let's go 4 more, 3 more, and last one. Bring your knees into your chest, push yourself up, swing yourself to the other side. Once again, body to the back of the mat, feet toward the front corner. Reach both arms over your head, lift this top leg up, pull yourself in 2 directions, lifting the whole cage up off the pelvis, the whole pelvis reaching down toward the foot of the mat. Might be a good idea to put this hand on your pelvis here so that you can even push on that big bone so that you feel the stretch and the lift. Then keeping your arms extended, or this top hand can be on the front here for support. Exhale, swing the leg forward. Inhale, kick it back. Keep trying to slide your head up this bottom arm. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Once again, grab that top ankle with your top hand, place it on the floor, get it as close to you as you can, and then a few times press this knee open, and then release, and see where you feel it in the hip. Then leave the knee lifted, and the bottom leg goes up and down. Probably gonna feel this bottom leg inner thigh, anywhere from the groin all the way to the back where the cheek meets the leg. And every time that you lift this bottom leg up, think of reaching your head up your arm like you're trying to slide your ear up to your wrist. Make this your last 2 and 1. Bend both knees and push yourself up. Swing your legs over to the other side again. And let's come all the way down onto the elbow. Place the palm or the fist down, whichever of those feels comfortable for your elbow, and get your elbow right underneath your shoulder. Keeping the bottom knee bent, poke this bottom toe back behind you so that your knee is bisecting your forearm between the elbow and your wrist. So kind of somewhere in there. Then this top leg is just going to rest on the floor with the sole of your foot trying to press down. Then keep this top arm reaching toward the foot of the mat, and then sink into this shoulder so it feels like the rib cage gets heavy, kind of like the hammock idea. Then press this arm down into the mat to help you lift up, and think of widening the collarbones to make that happen. So you do a little sag, and you do a little lift, and a little sag. And do that a couple more times. And then this last time that you push down into the floor, you're gonna hold that position, reach this arm opposite this bottom shoulder, then push down into the elbow, push down into the knee, and see if you can lift that bottom hip up because you're widening through here. And then right back down again. If you need to make an adjustment, move the knee or the elbow. Sometimes it's the elbow being forward in line with the top foot that will help so that your pelvis can come forward. Widen the elbows again, push down into the floor, then send the top of your head out, push down into your bottom knee to lift. Let's do that on a breath. Inhale to lift, maybe the top arm even reaches up and over the top, and exhale just to tap the hip. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. Keep adjusting so that it feels just right for you. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. One more time from the widening of your collarbones, and exhale to lower. Swing the legs around to the other side, set it up the same way. Palm facing down or make a fist. Bottom knee bent but the toe pointed back. Top leg long, the sole of the foot trying to reach the floor. Top arm reaching out to help widen your collarbones. Let's start with the sink and the lift. So if this arm could pull you up and give you more length through here, try that and see what that feels like. And lift. Sink. Maybe that's your exhale, inhale. And maybe the inhale can help you puff up your chest and reach it wide. 2 more times. See if the fist can even do its part, or the palm if it's pressing down. Make this your last one, and we're gonna stay here for the duration of the exercise. As you inhale, press down into your bottom leg, and then exhale, lower back down. And if you'd like, you can just stick with the sagging idea. That's a lot of strength, just to drop down and push yourself back up. Inhale to lift. And if you'd like to make it a little more challenging on this side, when you push up, you can lift the top leg up off the floor and lower. Keep readjusting so you're right in the right spot. Inhale to lift. You should have to bring your pelvis forward in space a little bit to get up there. And last one, maybe you stay connected with this foot to the floor. Inhale to lift. And then exhale to lower. Come back onto your bottom. Reach your arms forward, and we'll end with a twist. Come all the way down onto your mat. Once again, press the scapula wide. the collarbones wide, and press into the mat. Keep the arm imprint happening and your feet about 6 inches apart. On your inhale, tip your legs to one side, keeping the anchor of the upper body, and then exhale, use the stomach to pull the legs back. Inhale to go to the other side, keep the opposite anchor, exhale to come back. The arms are reaching down the mat. The back of your neck is pulling up the mat for that idea of the two-way stretch that we always talk about in Pilates, which is just the underlying length in every exercise. This oppositional force of pulling yourself in two different directions. So we could talk about this widening of your collarbones beyond the width of your body's frame as a two-way stretch idea. Let's do one more time. Inhale to the side, exhale to come back, and then to finish, we'll just rock on the spine. So grab your legs and come up to seated, and with no Pilates specificity at all, just for fun, rock on your back and rock up, rock on your back and rock up. Do one more time. And then flip over to all fours. Tuck your toes, walk your hands to your knees. Press your feet until they're flat on the floor and walk your hands to your feet. Take a deep breath in into your lower back here, and then exhale, round yourself all the way up. And you're finished. See you next time.